Somehow, some way, everything that Lucasfilm touches turns to shit. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about movies, whether we're talking about streaming series or video games. Anything related to Disney Star Wars, there's always some sort of problem with it. Probably because the people who have been running Disney Star Wars have no idea what they're doing. And this time, we're talking about the Knights of the Old Republic remake. The one that they announced a year or two ago that I said people should be extremely worried about because it's not a remaster of one of the greatest video games ever made, not just Star Wars games, video games, period. But it's a full-on remake. Think of what they're going to do to a character like Revan. Think of what they're going to do to a character like Bastila. Well, all of a sudden, we get a surprise announcement that that game is on hold indefinitely. From Culture Crave, Knights of the Old Republic remake has been delayed indefinitely via business. And we're going to read through this entire thing. Aspyr finalized a demo to show Lucasfilm on June 30th. The following week, 2 directors were fired. A more realistic target date is now 2025. This was supposed to come out at the end of this year. That basically means the entire thing would have been scrapped and they need to redo it. And already someone has weighed in, which is pretty funny, and that's Sam Maggs. It wasn't my fault. I quit in November. Please find someone new to blame. Of course, famously, I talked about it when she did quit. Sam Maggs was the Mary Sue writer, the insane, woke lunatic who was hired on initially to write this, to actually write the remake of Knights of the Old Republic. Now, she left the project, as clearly a lot of other people have, but let's find out what actually is going on at Lucasfilm. Once again, it does not matter whether we're talking about movies where multiple directors end up getting fired, projects get delayed, TV series that are just an absolute nightmare and a mess, video games. Everything that Lucasfilm touches turns to shit. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game paused amid studio shakeup by Jason Schreier, our buddy Jason Schreier, who has me blocked on Twitter because he's a pussy-ass bitch. A hotly anticipated new Star Wars game is in serious trouble, according to people familiar with the project. Knights of the Old Republic, a remake of the 2003 role-playing game, is delayed indefinitely as developers at Austin, Texas-based Aspyr Media try to figure out what comes next. Aspyr also abruptly fired the game's art director and design director this month. In a series of meetings, Aspyr's 2 studio heads told employees the project is on pause and the company will look for new contracts and development opportunities, said the people who were not authorized to speak publicly about the situation. Now, I've talked about this for a while. This rumor's been out there for a long time. Aspyr's done other stuff too. When this first came out that Aspyr was going to be doing this, I really wondered if they had the manpower necessary, if they were equipped to do it, because Aspyr's done a lot of ports of Star Wars, porting older games like Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Pod Racer, like things like that. And I think they've done decent ports, but it's not like the remake in the wheel. The idea of them developing a AAA type of game from the bottom up, a remake, a complete and total remake of something that doesn't need to be remade, I thought that was always going to be a problem. And I thought it was a terrible idea to completely remake one of the best stories we've ever seen in a video game. And I'm happy that this is happening. I'm incredibly happy to hear that this thing is on pause because I thought it was going to be a complete and total disaster. KOTOR was one of the first modern Star Wars console games released outside of EA, which had previously held the exclusive licensing rights. That deal expires in 2023. With a bunch of other people doing work. The game was announced last September and has been in development for 3 years at Aspyr, which was purchased by this Embracer group last year. Aspyr, founded in '96, was best known that brought existing video games to other platforms, all these ports that I was talking about. On June 30th, Aspyr finalized a demo of the game known as a vertical slice to show the production partners Lucasfilm and Sony Group Core. The developers were excited about it, felt like they were on track according to a person familiar, so they were shocked by what happened next. The following week, the company fired design director Brad Prince and art director Jason Miner. Neither responded to request, but Miner suggested on social media page his dismissal was unexpected. Reps did not reply. Aspyr studio heads told staff the vertical slice wasn't where they wanted it to be and the project would be paused. That's huge. Like, the project is on hold. That's what's going on. And listen, I feel for the people that are working at Aspyr. I'm sure there's a lot of great people that are working there. I hope this project gets completely canceled. I don't want them remaking Knights of the Old Republic. I never wanted them doing it because they're gonna fuck with the story. They're gonna fuck with these characters that they're stealing from other people to use to push all this garbage. You know that's what they're going to do. You know that's what they're gonna do from the beginning. And so I want the entire thing to be shit canned. That's what I'm hoping for. One person familiar with the discussion suggested a disproportionate amount of time and money had gone in the demo and the project's current course wasn't sustainable. Another point of contention was the timeline. At the outset, they told they would release the game at the end of 2022. Developers set a more realistic target, would now be 2025. That is insane. But it seems like there's never any dull moments when it comes to Lucasfilm. Once again, everything this company touches turns sour in some way, shape, or form. There are always massive problems, always huge delays, directors being fired here and there, things being completely rewritten. Because the people working at Disney Star Wars, the people that Lucasfilm hires and works with to lead these projects, they have no idea what they're doing. I hope that this gets fully canceled eventually, because it would mean that it's that many more characters, that many more Star Wars characters from great Star Wars that won't be bastardized by Lucasfilm. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.